Hey! A couple of days ago I bought a drum kit. And well, I've actually been looking for a drum kit for quite some time, and I wanted a small one, especially the floor drum. No, what's it called? The bass drum. Yeah. And this is like 16 inches, so it's pretty darn small. But this is like a Samick drum kit, which is supposedly, well, my boyfriend told me anyway that it's a kind of trashy kit and it's for beginners and stuff. But I'm like, if I could make trash sound good, I would have won so much money. And I'm all about DIY. I mean, a red drum kit is fairly nice, I think, but I would want it to be wood all over. And the inside of these drums, they are like a plywood or something. So my thinking is that I am gonna remove the wrap, this red wrap. And for that I bought some stuff like sandpaper and like everything. And I'm gonna lack them after, what's it called? Put a lacquer on them. Anyways, so I get a clean and nice and woody touch. You wanna renovate some drums with me? Well, hang in there. So first of all, I'm gonna remove the lugs and the screws and everything, and of course the rim and the skin, drum head, and yeah, I'm gonna put them into separate cases or buckets, so I know which one is from which drum, so they won't end up in the wrong place later. Okay, so like I said, starting by removing the screws and the lugs and everything. So let's screw. What up? Okay. Oh my god, this is so much easier. I'm gonna start bringing this for gigs. It took that like 15 seconds or something. And it's off! These tiny bricks and this screw. So we know this is for the snare drum, and I mean, we will know anyways because there are different sizes. Not the screws, but like... I mean, the amount of screws and lugs and everything are different amounts. So we will know, hopefully. This is like for a kid drum set, so I can imagine there are like cookie crumbles and stuff in here. So we need to give this a wash. I don't know if you can see any of the dirt, but it's there. And I will scrub it. Original skin, drum head. I don't know, it's like a thing to keep original parts and stuff, but we'll see, because it's kind of torn, but might work. 13-inch snare drum. Okay, so I bought this hand-driven screwdriver as well yesterday when I bought tools for millions. No, but like, I don't know the translation in euro, but I would say maybe around 70, 80. And I assume the same for US dollar. Quite a lot for me anyways. So this was really an investment, but still it's a pretty cheap if it works out. Because I bought this for like $50 and euros. So yeah. So here we have a snare drum without any screws or any drum heads or anything. And I also bought some wood filler glue stuff that I think I will put here on the rim because it's kind of jagged. And then I'll sandpaper it and everything so it's very smooth and the skin can ride on its edge very, very swiftly, and the sun will be awesome. I just thought of that I should have made like a before and after video. Whatever. Alrighty, my phone was full, but these are all the parts from the rims and everything. And there's so much dirt. I really look forward to cleaning this up. And well, now on for this bed. Here's where we're at. Taking away all of these. And on the inside it will look something like this. Eventually it will all be a clean wooden surface. To further minimize the risk of losing any important parts, I've been putting it back into the lugs itself, like so. And now we can't lose it. Wait, look at this bucket. It's overflowing with parts. How am I supposed to get them on there? There's just a tiny like pop rivet left, and I don't really know what I will do about it. Whoa. It's such a tiny little one. I don't know if you can see it. And it almost hit my eye. Now this is more of a concern because the air hole, and it is a pop rivet. And it also keeps the casing from being able to open. It would be nice to remove the part, but probably I would destroy the pop rivet and then I would have to get a new one and also a pop rivet gun and yada yada yada. So maybe I could just cut the wrapping open and leave it there. I think that's what we're gonna do and move on to the next drum. So something I was thinking of earlier when I removed the lugs for the bass drum, they look like this, just steel against what's gonna be wood. And I thought maybe I would need some plastic padding or something, and all of the ones for the floor tom has like a plastic sheet, or it's like, yeah, in between plastic and rubber somewhere. So I'll probably have to look for something like a sheet of rubber that I can cut out in fitting pieces for all of the other parts. So yay.
Well, I didn't buy any of those things, and I think it works alright anyways, so hopefully nobody will come after me for this.
My contraption is the best. I have like a necklace with a microphone holder and yeah, whatever. I need to take a photo of this later. Okay, this is also part of why it's taken so long. This is the contraption when I'm like handling the drum. So it's a microphone, and then it's like a necklace and rubber straps and yeah, you know what you do for the art of filming. So since I already have a snare drum that sounds good and everything, I think this unwrapping will start with this most important snare drum, because if this up, we already know we're screwed. So this wood, yes, I think it's gonna be pretty. Not too bad. Okay, look at her. Ta-da. Just a little sanding and then top coat on that. So now, as I was removing wrap from this piece came off. So good thing I bought wood glue as well. It's a project. Somehow I thought it was gonna be like, ooh, rip this open and then we'll be done by the day. No, we ain't gonna be. For future drum makers, could you like put some nice finish on this before, so we don't have to like injure the drum so much if we want to make it look pretty. So do they not look great? I mean, wooden ones. Who wouldn't want that? So now, before I have some lunch, I think, no, I am gonna glue this drum together again and maybe put putty in the holes, like pretty big holes. Like here was a big crack. It's not all the way through, but it's like, since it's plywood, it is, yeah, cracked. So just like scraping off the glue here and then put putty in the crevices and well, waiting for it to dry. Off cam I was cleaning these ones. They were so nasty. It used to be white and now it's like grimy and yikes. For this part, I'll be using just regular old-fashioned, I don't know what, wood glue and a filler. I just discovered it's white, which means I have to like mix up some of my acrylics later on and make it look more wooden. But whatever. I mean, as long as the drums stay together, and mostly it's like underneath the drum where it's cracking up. So I dressed up the carpet very pretty with this fine protective sheet of plastic. I'm actually gonna start with the bass drum that really needs, look at it, it's like broken all around. There was actually like sheeting coming off when I took off the plastic sheeting. So we're gonna fix that. Don't you worry, Rummy. And I saved like the bigger pieces And there's still some wood chips stuck to the wrapping that was on it. So yeah, whatever. It's a fun project. We don't need to be too serious. Putty hasn't dried yet. Okay. Anywho, so apparently I was given, even though I asked questions yesterday at the shop, I was given the wrong kind of putty. So it will take like forever if it ever dries up, or maybe it just crumbles and falls apart, just like I told him I didn't. But anyways, I'm going to sand, starting with the floor top, since it didn't need repair. So yeah, let's sand it down a bit and hope for the best. And hopefully the other things will dry up eventually. I'm starting with some 100 grit sandpaper. It's quite smooth already, but I'm mostly sanding to get rid of like these flakes. Yeah, the flakes. And also the glue residue. So here it looks kind of good, but I still have a bit left to go. This one looks very good. There's like some residue left, but I'm not really sure what to do about it because I don't wanna go too far in this and like destroy this shell pack. At least I'm happy with the finish of this. It seems like, yeah, I think it's gonna be fine. I've actually decided to get rid of some of the glue from this small tom. So I've been standing here like raking the sides of it. And now it's not very sticky anymore compared to like over here. Like with a very sharp angle. Almost like a cheese grater, or what's it called? The one that slices the cheese. This is a lot of work, but it really pays off. Like, you can see the difference. Okay, here's some glue residue, but I can't get rid of it, and it's okay. But look at this smooth surface, and then I roll it over to where I didn't sand. Oh my god, it's such a difference. Like, look here. There and there. So, lot of work, lot of satisfaction. Actually, now for the bass drum, I'm sanding with a 40 grit. So it's so much bigger, like sand molecules. Because there's so much shipping on this. So I hope I will get it somewhat smooth, and then I will over again with the 100 grit, the ones I used for the other ones that look so smooth right now. I was so excited to be painting, so I almost forgot to film. But anyways, look at the difference. Not painted, and here is where I painted. Oh no. Stop getting caught here. I'm not by any means a professional at this. I'm just getting it done here. She is looking gorgeous. Oh my god. And I also love how different all the pigments in the drums are. This is like slightly red, pinkish, and this is just yellow, and these are kind of gray. I'm very pleased with how this turned out. Here's like the pieces that I covered with putty, and they have hardened up pretty good now, even though I put the top coats on before they had fully dried, but they solved it for themselves. It's mostly the bass drum that has the most severe cracks. There's also on this one, yeah, over here, but it's like underneath the lugs, so I think we're fine there. Doesn't show so much. And a little bit here. And the plan was to paint them and make them more wood true, like in the crevices. But when I thought of it, it also looks kind of cool and like super raw when it's showing its cracks and bumps and stuff. So
Börja om, jag måste spela bättre. Kan vi ha handduken på också? Bästa trumsetet?
yeah.
Det är till salu för, vad var det, 50 000?
50 000.
Den här. Men alltså, vilket coolt sätt att ha lite pukan på också.
Ja, den får så.
Bästa trumsetet?
Yeah.
Det är till salu för, vad var det, 50 000?
50 000.